Hello, and welcome back to their Dokkan battle video. So, it is what, day 4 of Vegito Blue Week? It's been going okay, I would say. Yesterday was definitely the worst showing of him I think we've had, though I'm not overly surprised by it, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, Vegito Blue is one of these characters, right, where things can very easily not go your way, provided that Vegito Blue himself decides to just suck. And, like, that's not, like, an unrealistic thing, and that's not slander of me to say. If I put him in slot 1 and he feels like he doesn't want to dodge anymore, then he's just gonna die, and there's nothing I can do about that, right? And that's, like, one of the main things that I don't like about him, is that, realistically, right, his defensive mechanic is literally just being in slot 1, right, and hoping that he dodges. I believe he only has about a 50% dodge chance, if I remember correctly. I don't remember it being 70%, because it definitely doesn't feel like 70%, even if it is. But it's just one of those things where I'm just not a massive fan of how he is designed. Back when we had, like, a bunch of, like, future allies walking around, it was a lot easier. But, like, nowadays it's not. Yeah, it's a 50% chance. Nowadays it's just not the same. How does he take from this? Go ahead, Vegito. Show him. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thanks, Vegito. At least now we're in range for his fusion. Right, there's that. Thanks, buddy. Very cool of you. Very, very cool. Actually, there's an interesting thing we could do. I'm not going to do it, but there's an interesting thing that we have the ability to do here. How do I want to do this, though? I'll probably keep it like... Actually, let's do this, just because I'm not really confident in my Vegito. Just because he's 55%. And that's not... Well, actually, I can say that. I'm not confident in him because he's 55%. Obviously, you could just see him there. That is with the extra defense. We have his, like, extra bit of defense from fighting a Realm of God's ally, and he's taking damage from normals because he's not dodging, right? That's not slander. You're seeing it happen. He's only 55%, so I'm going to compare him to other 55% characters, right? I'm not going to sit here and compare him to my Rainbowed EZA, like, Universe 6, like, characters, right? I'm not doing that. I'll compare him to, like, Tech UI, I guess, because he's also 55%, and my Tech UI doesn't be eating that kind of thing unless he's type disadvantage. So it's just one of those kind of things where it's just like, I would prefer if when he had his full passive up to be a little bit better, especially with type advantage and guard. It would be nice. It's not really happening, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice. Now, I know someone's probably going to say, "Oh," in reference to the tier list things. Again, I made a tier list of all these hard fights, and I'm not taking Vegito Blue into any of the ones that I deemed as, like, really, really hard right now. Right? I haven't done it, obviously, as you're very clearly seeing. This is probably the hardest fight. No, we went to Bulma, actually. So that one I do consider to be kind of difficult. Right? I think it's just one of those ones that's just like, yeah, you lose. Haha. Right? Like, that was probably the hardest fight we've gone into, then probably this one. Right, because we went to the God event, we went into, what is the other one? The Gamma stage. The Gamma stage is not really that bad. But yeah, we've been into a couple of these fights. And it's just kind of a thing where I personally, right, believe that when I'm going to be doing these weeks where I'm forced to use these goddamn characters, that I want to do them, right, the hard fights kind of like Goku and Frieza, Evolution Blue Vegeta, that kind of thing, at the end, right? I feel like it's kind of disingenuous to start them off with a potential loss on their record. Like, let's give them the shot to do better, right? I know the first day with 21 I brought her into Cell Max, and that left a sour taste in my mouth for her week. It took us, what, a couple days to even get a win right? Actually, I think we beat Cell Max, just not with her team. Yeah, right, because we switched over to the Roshi team for that, right? But, like, for the most part, right, I would say that I want to give them a fighting chance to build up their win-loss ratio before we start getting into some of the more, like, brutal fights. Now, again, I went specifically into Bulma earlier because not only was it more, like, new and, like, fresh of a fight, but I think it was also a fight where I was really confident in Vegito Blue looking really, really good. Right, so that's why I did that. Ooh. How do we want to do this? Because I don't... I guess we can do it like this. That way we don't have to fuse. Or transform with Gogeta. And then, provided Vegito Blue doesn't sell himself out, we should be fine. Go ahead, dodge, buddy. Okay, he's not dodging. Okay. Alright. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Cooking it up with your 5 million attacks, though. Woo! And that's with Bulma support. Thanks. And then when Tech UI comes back, we'll be able to go into his domain. So, yeah. That's, like, as I was saying, I thought Vegito Blue would do really, really well in the Bulma fight, and obviously he did. Right? He looked pretty good in there. If we weren't able to transform before the tech phase, he probably would have gotten absolutely folded. And as y'all saw in there, he was taking damage from normals in the int phase, which is really bad, but, like, I kind of anticipated him doing that. Alright? But, if today's day 4, tomorrow, I don't know what fight we're gonna go into. Maybe Gogeta, maybe not. I have no idea. I haven't decided yet, really. And then days 6 and 7 will be like Evolution Blue Vegeta, and then Goku and Frieza. Now, again, it took me like what? I think 3 whole days to get a singular run done against Goku and Frieza with this team. So that might just be a guaranteed loss for us. Alright, let's go ahead and get Vegito out of here. Come on, buddy. It's your time to be moderately alright. Alright, so now Vegito's out. I'm not gonna do that. Because I'm just gonna hit him with this. How do we want to do this? I guess it really doesn't matter. Wow, this Vegito's not fully link leveled. I'll do this, I guess. That shouldn't heal us to the point where we're above. Yeah, we're not. Alright, we're good. We'll be fine. I don't want to grab same type wars with Beast. Especially now there's active up. No way. Remember, a big thing about this UI Goku, right? His super attack, sorry, is specifically, I believe, 99% of the time I've seen him super attack in slot 2. Right? Twice. Like, back to back. Just bang, bang. Almost every single time I've ever seen him do anything, that's what he does. He'll like, double super attack back to back in slot 2. Which could be kind of rough for us, right? For sure. So, what I'm banking on next turn, right, because we're going to have Gogeta, and we're going to have Vegito and Bulma. So what I'm banking on is slapping active, skilled Vegito in slot 2, so he has the 100% dodge chance. Gogeta in slot 1, hopefully he dodges. If he doesn't, he's toast, right? And then hoping that Vegito cooks. That's really it. That's really all I'm really hoping for. Because if not, then he's... it's gonna be kind of... I mean, he's gonna have 100% dodge chance, but I'm just hoping that he does decent enough to help us secure the W here. So look, this is a slot 2, right? More than likely, Goku's gonna do another one right after. Because I think that's just how he's designed, yeah. So this fight is, like, specifically meant to, like, bully a slot 2 character. Which, like, knowing that, for specifically Vegito Blue, that could help us out quite a bit in order to make him look really good with his active. Right? I guess we could also put, like, Gogeta in slot 2 and see if, like, the defensive support from the Vegito Blue would make a difference. That, and I'm also a little bit more confident in, like, Gogeta in slot 2 than in slot 3. Or in slot 1, sorry. Just because, like, if UI Goku is putting a bunch of attacks in slot 1, it might be bad for Gogeta, because, like, you're going to have to pray that he dodges literally all of them. Alright, let's see how this is looking. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do that. We're going to get him out. Can we use his active? Oh, we can't. Oh, okay. Alright. Looks like we have no choice but to see if Vegito can eat this. Alright, Vegito. You're up, buddy. I guess we healed too much with same type of orbs. Alright. Gogeta, dodge everything, please. 1, 2. Okay, he's fine now. Now, will Vegito... Again, this is type disadvantage. Right. Let's see. Let's see if he does it. Because, like, I couldn't have transformed with Gogeta on the turn before, so that I'd have his active on this turn. Because if we did, we would have healed, and we wouldn't be able to fuse with Vegito last turn. So this is mainly just, if we lose here, we get to blame it on Vegito no matter what. Which is pretty funny. Right? It is pretty comical. Alright, let's see, buddy. He's gonna get all his super attacks off. This Goku does hit for a real damage number, and he's gonna do it twice. So let's just see what he does. I am really curious, actually. Really, really curious. Because, like, I mean, I guess I could have technically gambled with him in slot 1. He would have had a little bit of damage reduction and a little bit of dodge. But I don't think my 55% Vegito would be eating that kind of stuff, so I don't know. We're really going to be praying here that he's fine. Come on, Vegito. How do you eat this? Not good. Not good at all. Not good. Not good. Not great. Not good. That is not good. Ooh. Yikes. Ooh. Youch. That was, a hefty amount of damage that he just took. Mr. Vegito. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all, actually. And again, I have no idea whether or not my 55% Vegito would have been able to eat that. And I get to blame that on Vegito regardless. That's a pure Vegito loss. Because I could have had Gogeta active ready, right? But I couldn't transform turn before because, you know, I would have healed too much, blah, blah, blah. Now, granted, I could have not grabbed the same type orbs with Vegito on the turn before that, and he would have just done literally nothing. That's my bad, I guess. I didn't think you would heal that much, right? To put us, I think we were like barely over 50% HP. So it's just like, oh, well, whatever. Unlucky. And I grabbed him with Vegito because he had less defense too. So there's really nothing I could have done on that one, except for make the Vegito on the other turn look worse. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. There wasn't really any other option there. And I mean,
You can say, oh, but that's type disadvantage. Oh, you knew he was going to super attack there, you put him there anyway. Why didn't you put him in slot 1? He has 50% damage reduction before attacking. It's like, yeah, but his also defense is really not great, and he only has 50% dodge chance. Like, I'm sorry, I thought his post-super defense was supposed to be really good, guys. You're telling me that it's really not that good? Even though I got him 2 whole defensive stacks? 2 whole turns of stacking? I couldn't have fused any later, because he would have gotten blown up. I'm just saying. Nothing else I could have really done about that one, Chief. Let's see, Bulma... Yeah, there we go, that's a 7. Bulma will be fine now. Oh, and he had Bulma support active. Yeah, maybe he is just garbage. Maybe he just sucks. Yeah. I guess the other thing that you could say I could have done is left Tech UI on rotation. I guess you could say that. Because what would change if I had Tech UI on rotation? We would have the domain up, which would buff the Vegito, but it would also buff the enemy UI Goku. Alright. But then he would have, what, 60% chance to dodge instead of 50? And we maybe would have been able to put him in slot 2. Right? Maybe. But, like, is that really a thing that you could have predicted would happen? That we would be at 51% HP instead of 50% to use his active skill? Or that we wouldn't do enough damage on the turn before that because Vegito Blue really doesn't do a whole that much damage, he didn't crit. Right? The rainbowed Vegito Blue didn't crit, so he didn't really do a whole lot. Would you be able to predict that? I mean, he had Super Venom as all types, right? He could have done some damage to the Tech UI, and he just didn't. He didn't do anything. So, who can we really blame for that? If we're being honest, right? Who else is there to blame? The answer is nobody. Nobody else. Also, we're not looking as good on this run as we did last turn, because we immediately took a lot of damage last turn, or last run, because of Vegito Blue being garbage. Right? We took a bunch of damage from him. He took 300k from a type advantage super attack with guard. Right? And this time he's not taking any damage at all. Right? Because he's not getting hit. Right, which is bad. It is bad for us because we need damage. We need to take damage. So what we're probably going to have to do is pop some defensive mechanics on ourselves to withstand some of this abuse that we're going to be taking with Vegito. Which I don't know how it's going to go. I really don't. I really, really don't. Actually, it'd be really good if UI Goku decided to super attack right now. Do it, UI. Super attack him. Okay, well, I guess we're getting another attack stack in. Come on, UI Goku. Nice. We're good now. Everything's A-okay. I believe. I think. I hope. Oh, wow. That's a hefty amount of damage. I would really like Gogeta to not kill here. I think that'd be preferable if he does not end the phase off here. Also, if you're wondering why I keep putting him in slot 2 instead of like slot 1 where he's tankier, I'm trying to make him have decent attack stats. Right? Because I've heard the Vegito Blue fanboys rave like, oh, you're playing with him wrong. You don't know how to use Vegito Blue like I do. Okay. I'm Mr. Vegito Blue Whisperer. Okay, sure. Why not? I'll listen to some of them. And half the time they're like, oh, well, actually, if you want to take damage with Vegito Blue, you have to put him in slot 2 sometimes. And it's like, fine, okay. I'll put him in slot 2. Get him some offensive stacks and make him look a little bit better offensively. Actually, I probably could have put him in slot 1 this turn, so that he would get another stack in. but I don't think his stacks are really going to matter because we already saw that he doesn't really do that much damage to Tech UI, and his defense isn't even remotely good enough to eat that, even post like 4 or 5 super attacks. So it doesn't really matter if he gets the stacks anyway because he's not doing anything. So no real point of going out of my way for the stacks, I guess. Besides making it so that we take a bunch of damage. Yippee! Thanks, Vegito. At least, though, we are below the threshold. Alright, so let's just pop everything, right? Get Tech UI out. He's gonna be great. We should have his active, right, with Vegito Blue. I will play that, just because it is his week, right? Because we are below 50% HP, so we should be able to use it. Yeah. Alright, Vegito Blue, you tell him. You tell him. Fabulous. So, now he has 100% dodge chance. We don't have to worry about him getting absolutely smoked. Oh, wow. He's not looking great. Are we going to be able to get enough for Bulma? Yeah, okay. That's not going to put us over 50% HP. Right? Yeah, no, we're not. Okay. If we were, that would have sucked. That would have sucked a lot. But, no, we're completely fine here. UI Goku's gonna do his thing. They both have 100% dodge chance. The little only person that can take damage on this rotation is Bulma, but we got her 7 orbs, so she's gonna be able to double super attack, and she should be fine at the end there. Especially after getting defensive support from both Tech UI and Vegito Blue. She'll be completely fine. I am interested to see what Vegito Blue's damage numbers are looking like on this turn. I guess I could have put him in slot 1 to use the active. Right, he would get another super attack off, I believe. Or potentially 1 or 2. No. It would have been... Yeah, he would have he would get a guaranteed additional with a high chance to be a super attack if I put him in slot 1 when I did the active. Which, like... It would have been another super attack. I don't think any of these are doing damage. Yeah, they're... Like, he's tickling UI. So, it's like, okay. I could have done it, I guess. I don't really think I needed it. The big issue, though, that will probably happen... how are we gonna kill this guy? Is my question, personally. What are we doing to get this guy out of here? I guess it's just relying on Beast and Gogeta. Really? Because next turn we're gonna use Beast. His active. Okay. We can just pop literally everything. We just have to do it in order. Alright, let me just turn on all these, that way you guys don't have to sit through all of them. And then we'll do these in a sequence. Alright, so Beast. I would have leveled this attack pattern to be a little bit better. But it's fine. We're never gonna see him take damage anyway for the rest of this fight. It's gonna end by the time we get back to this rotation. Remember that. Cool, so now we have everything active. Literally everything. And now some of you might be like, but you're wasting his guaranteed dodge turn. And again, I think, personally, with how much health UI Goku has, we're never going to see Vegito take damage for the rest of this fight unless next turn he fails, right? Because next turn we're going to have Aja UI, Tech UI, and then Vegito Blue, right? And we had to use that active last with the other Vegito. We kind of had to, because I'm not putting him in slot 1 with all those attacks that were in slot 1. This is really bad for us. UI Goku dodging all these attacks. 13 million. Why is it? What the hell? He's dodging everything. This guy's dodge chance isn't that high. I'm gonna need him to stop dodging all of our big number attacks. But next turn, We have Tech UI, AGL UI. And both of them together should be more than enough to get rid of UI Goku. Should be, anyway. At least I would really, really hope so. Especially after Beast is able to go, right, and get some decent damage off as well. Remember, this is all Bulma support active. I would have liked a little bit higher damage numbers from you, Vegito Blue, not gonna lie. Just a little bit would have been nice. Oh, E, and then here, where's the other one? No? No double? Okay. Interesting, interesting. I think he's not dodging Beast's hits, because these are guaranteed crits, basically. Alright, so the next turn is really much just let the Tech UIs handle it, because Vegito Blue cannot handle it. How we looking? Okay, I'm definitely gonna pop this. Yeah. And how do you want to go about this? Probably do this. Yeah, this seems fine. Vegeta Blue at the end probably would take damage from normals, unironically. At least I would assume so. Ow. Aw, that hurt. That hurt a bit. I won't lie. That's a little painful. Just a teensy weensy bit painful. We're not dead though. How much HP do we have? 10,000? It's kind of a lot, right? Kind of a lot of help. We're fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's a counter. Crit on this, please, and end it. Thank you. Sick. And that's why you use the anniversary equips on UI Goku. That a little bit of extra defense. Just a teensy little bit. Little bit. What a guy. What a guy. Well, we won. Not really thanks to Vegito Blue at all, but we did win. I guess let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Vegito Blue did not look good today.